It's 3 a.m. You're awake again. Not because of caffeine, not because of noise. There's something inside you that refuses to sleep. Let me ask you something. And I want you to be honest. Not the honest you give your friends, not the honest you post online, the honest you whisper to yourself when no one's listening. What do you actually want? Not what you should want, not what your parents want, not what looks good on Instagram. What do you actually want? Don't answer yet, because here's the trap. Your real desire doesn't show up at noon. It doesn't speak in boardrooms or coffee chats. It comes alive at 3 a.m. when you're alone, when the world is quiet, when all the excuses go to sleep. This is the 3 a.m. desire test. Here's how it works. Think about the thing you've wanted for years. Not weeks, years. That goal you keep restarting. That version of yourself you keep almost becoming. That person you keep almost calling. Now ask yourself, why haven't you done it yet? Don't say time, don't say money, don't say it's complicated. Those are symptoms. What's the real reason? Let me tell you what I've learned after talking to hundreds of people who felt stuck, after being stuck myself. The real reason isn't that you're lazy. It's not that you're not good enough. It's that you've been feeding the wrong desire. You've been chasing what you think you should want, while your actual desire, the raw, hungry, slightly embarrassing one, has been starving in the dark. There are two kinds of desire. The first is polite. It says, I'd like to be fit. I'd like to be successful. It would be nice to be happy. That desire shows up at 10 a.m. and it disappears by noon. The second desire doesn't ask, it demands. It says, I will burn everything down to feel alive. I will look stupid, fail publicly, start over 100 times. I will lose sleep, lose friends, lose comfort, and I don't care. That second desire is the one that keeps you awake at 3 a.m. That's the one you're afraid to admit, because once you admit it, you have to do something about it. You know what haunts people at 3 a.m.? Not failure. Regret doesn't show up as I tried and lost. Regret shows up as I never even started. Think about the oldest desire you have, the one from when you were 17, the one you told yourself you'd get to someday. Is someday here yet? I'm not asking you to be perfect tomorrow. I'm asking you to stop lying to yourself about what you actually want, because that lie is heavier than any failure ever will be. So here's the invitation. Tonight, not tomorrow, not Monday, not next month. Tonight, before you go to sleep, sit down, turn off your phone, turn off the TV, and ask yourself one question. If I knew I only had 1 year left to live, what would I finally let myself want? Not what you would do, what would you want? Because wanting comes first. Action follows. But you've been so afraid to want that you've been pretending you don't care. That pretending is killing you slower than any failure ever could. Your desire isn't a curse. It's not selfish. It's not embarrassing. It's a signal. It's your internal compass pointing north, and every night you ignore it, you drift further from shore. So stop asking for permission to want. Stop waiting for the right time. Stop pretending you're fine when you're starving. The 3 a.m. desire isn't your enemy, it's your messenger. It's the part of you that still believes, the part that refuses to settle, the part that knows you were meant for more than comfortable. So tonight, when 3 a.m. comes, and it will come, don't reach for your phone, don't scroll, don't distract yourself, listen. That voice isn't anxiety, that voice isn't weakness. That voice is your hunger, and hunger doesn't go away just because you ignore it. Stay awake long enough to hear what it's actually saying, then write it down, say it out loud, tell one person, and tomorrow morning, start feeding the right wolf. Because the only thing worse than chasing your desire and failing is living your whole life never even admitting you had one. Stop sleeping on your fire. Wake up.